So there's a TikTok account now posting videos randomly with women and children out in public without their knowledge and saying things that are just a little creepy.
Very
I think
creepy.
It's fair to say.
Yes.
Like, it's not overt. You're going to see in the story here, but it's definitely just flat out weird. And if it were statements about your wife, your kid, your girlfriend, your daughter, I think it would weird you out. So the user claims these images and videos are from Jacksonville, Palatka, and St. Augustine. We have Sophia Vitello with our sister station in Jacksonville looking at these types of posts. Are they against the law? Is there anything you can do about them? Let's check in with her.
Concerning, disturbing,
creepy.
Those are some of the ways people are describing the videos and pictures posted on this TikTok account, St. Augustine FLORID. We're blurring out the posts because they appear to show unsuspecting women and young children at low and inappropriate angles. Some of the posts are captioned with descriptions like virgin white girl, cute teenage girl, and sexy lady. Local attorney Shannon Schott looked over the posts with me to see if there's anything that can be done aside from just reporting the page.
videos or photos of people just walking around in the general public is generally not going to be protected by any sort of law. There could be civil causes of action for what's called misappropriation, where he's using people's name and likeness in a commercial way, where he's trying to make money or become somewhat of an influencer using that.
What if it's pictures and videos of minors? That's still legal because it's public?
Under Florida law, we don't have any sort of laws protecting minors. And there's space in the law to say that these girls should not be on the accounts, especially since it definitely has an undertone of sexual motivation.
Yeah, legally, we deal with this all the time as journalists. We'll be in a public place with, maybe a public official or somebody we're trying to interview who doesn't want to be on camera, and they say, you don't have the right to interview us, but we actually do. If you're in a public area, anybody can see you legally, so they can video you.
This is news to a lot of people. You have the right to record video, take pictures of other people in a public place. We're actually seeing the reverse of this with law enforcement in Florida, trying to block people from recording them in a public place. Now, in a law enforcement situation, you do have to...
You have to give them 25
You have to give them space, and let them do their jobs. But you certainly have the right at a safe distance to record video of what's taking place in a public place. And the same thing goes for average citizens. You don't have this expectation of privacy when you're walking down a public sidewalk, in a public park, things like that. Now, to their point, it crosses the line, of course, when you start taking inappropriate pictures of people and trying to invade things that they would have an expectation of privacy about. I mean, we do upskirt videos all the time.
There's a line too where it
Florida.
becomes stalking, where someone won't leave you alone, and then there's
and then that's when you call the law enforcement, right? And you say, this person's posting these pictures, they're making these threats, I'm getting these threats because of these pictures, and maybe you can take some action there.
And part of the onus has to go on the social media companies to say, hey, we're looking at this.
Right, and are you policing that? And what are you doing if, someone makes a complaint and says, please take this down, I'm getting threats, and if they don't act, that you would think would raise legal questions. Can social media companies then be held liable? And when it comes to a lawsuit, though, and I'm no attorney, but typically when you try to go after someone legally, you have to show in some way you've been harmed financially or in some other way. And so just posting a picture of someone, even though they might not like it, well, did it really harm you in any way by posting that picture? And I think in a court of law, you actually have to prove that.
Yeah, if you're going for defamation.
I think a lot of people are surprised by this because they're like, how is this allowed? How, but
legally,
when you're out in the public,
that's the way it goes.